Hey, what is going on, guys? Kurosama here, and today we're taking a look at the beta box for the Gundam card game. Now, one thing I need to disclose is that the audio is completely jacked up from the original raw footage. For whatever reason, like, I did a mic check, everything looked good, and then when I exported everything, something happened, and even on the original files, the audio was jacked up. So I will be narrating the entirety of this video, and hopefully, it'll still come out as good as when I recorded it initially. But yeah, went ahead, got the Japanese beta box in today. So kind of odd, I got a delivery on Sunday, but nonetheless, really awesome. I got my Japanese beta box. So without further ado, I just want to go ahead and start cracking right into it. Now, something I absolutely love is the holographic cover. This is going to go on the shelf somewhere, and I'm just going to have this forever because it's such a good looking box. They put a lot of effort into the beta box. So definitely kudos to Bandai Namco for making such a great package for this brand new card game. And the cover just slips right off. Looks so good, like just peak packaging. And yeah, we go ahead, go to the box, and we're gonna go ahead and slide it open and reveal the box topper, which is going to be the Wing Gundam, a legendary rare. So I do think you get one of 3 legendary rares as box toppers. I've seen some people have the RX-78. I'm not sure what other ones people have. I think some people might have gotten the Strike. I haven't really looked at a lot of people's videos and coverage of their unboxings yet. But yeah, pretty happy that I got the Wing Gundam. And I was basically just talking about how I really don't want to use a Wing Gundam deck because I'm not the biggest fan of the Wing series. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that great, to be honest. The mobile suits are pretty phenomenal, and the characters are iconic. But I think the story is extremely lackluster and fairly boring, to be honest. But yeah, enough of that. Going into the actual contents, you do get pretty much like instructions / a mat. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. And here we are. It's basically a pseudo playmat. I personally would not use this, but likely at the trial events, you would be encouraged to use this and just learn as you play. But yeah, I'm obviously not going to use them. I'm going to use a real mat. And unfortunately, I don't have that really sick alt art Wing Gundam mat that a lot of people had from the States trial event. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. And yeah, you just get a bunch of instructions. And here you have, I don't know, it's a sheet that you put your card packs, and it has dice and more cards. So not too sure what that is supposed to be for. Let me know in the comment section below if you know. But yeah, just putting that aside. And we are going to have the dice, which I was looking forward to because these are really awesome looking dice. Very unique. So pretty stoked to have this. And it's unfortunate that a lot of people that are going to be coming to the game late might not be able to get these. I don't know how widely available some beta boxes are going to be, but yeah, these dice look really good, and I'm pretty much going to be using them with every battle. And next is going to be your standard deck builder cards. So all your resources and tokens and just necessities in order to make a viable deck out of the blue, green, or white colors that are within this box. Really unfortunate that there's no red present at all, and we're going to have to essentially wait until first set, or at least until a structure deck comes out. So pretty unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, you are going to get the basic cards to make a deck. A lot of these are just kind of like filler cards. It looks like you're going to get 2 of pretty much everything from what I'm seeing, like the Hero Yui. You got a lot of the shield cards, like your bases. Yeah, Zaku 1. So yeah, just a lot of fodder cards, filler cards, if you want to call it that. You get a bunch of tokens and everything. So I'm probably going to be buying another beta box because you can have up to 4 cards of the same number. So yeah, if you have a particular code for an RX-78, like the LR version, you can have 4 of those and have an extra 4 of the common RX-78-2. So it's just based on the card number and not the card name, which is amazing. But yeah, overall, the quality of these cards are amazing. I'm just super happy with them. Now, something I was mentioning is that the quality of the card in comparison to other Gundam cards, such as the Gundam Arsenal base right there, I feel like the quality is pretty up there. Like, it's really good quality, whereas the Gundam base Arsenal cards, at least the lower quality or lower rarity cards, don't feel as pristine, or it doesn't feel worth the cost of entry. Like, if I'm buying certain cards, I want them to have a longevity to them, that I can keep playing with them for perhaps even years to come. But a lot of the Gundam base Arsenal, like, unless like you're all sleeved up, they don't really feel like they're gonna last that long. Now, comparing these cards to the Tri-Age cards, I think that they're pretty similar in quality. Yeah, it's like the backing on the Tri-Age feels a little bit weaker, feels a little bit more like cardboard, whereas the Gundam card game feels way more glossy, and just like it feels a little bit more premium. But yeah, I didn't do any comparisons to Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, Digimon, etc. in this video, but I do plan to do those in maybe a later video. But yeah, quality-wise, I think they're pretty similar to the Tri-Age Gundam card game. And now we have the packs to open up, so 16 packs, man. It's a lot, but also not a lot. But I guess for the price that you're getting with the the entire package of the beta box, I mean, it's kind of worth it. So going into the first pack, I will adjust the camera momentarily, but yeah, I was kind of like really excited for this first pack opening of mine. Like it could be anything. Like, looking through it, like we got wing bird mode, pretty okay-ish card. Yeah, then we got the Roselle. Really like that card. I know it's probably not gonna be the greatest, but I really like it. Shenlong, which also has Breach 3, definitely going to be using that if I am going to end up making a wing deck. It's just way too good, and having like Breach is just a really good effect from what I've been like seeing in the overall combos. It just does really good. And then we got Lacus. Yeah, she's pretty good. Really good for the aerial deck as well, because she draws 2 and then discards 1, so you can discard another commander card in order to build up the commanders in that grave. And look, first pack we pull Unicorn. Most people are not really too fond of this card, mainly because there's like no support, but it's really good for recycling Benager links and also discarding a card to the graveyard. So I pair this really well with an aerial deck. Just once again, try and get those commanders in as much as possible. However, with this being a level 5, it doesn't synergize super well. The mechanic is there, but it's kind of like a pseudo boss card. Like 4 attack is really good. 3 HP is just not that great, to be honest. But I still want to use it. I think Unicorn is just phenomenal. It's one of my favorite favorite mobile suits. So I'm still looking forward to using it in some capacity. Anyways, we're gonna go to the second pack. Yeah, I already know what's all pulling up. So unfortunate that audio really had to go down as it did. So I'll definitely fix it for the next installment. But here we have the Magnac for the Sandrock Gundam. And we get a very, common aerial. We do get white base, which is good because I believe that's the one that summons tokens. So that's actually a really good base. Ball, Wolfei. Definitely going to be using Wolfei. Benager Links, obviously really good. Yeah, and then here we got Bright Noah, a really good rare. Basically, pop in multiple cards to, I think it rests. It doesn't pop to the hand, but I think it rests to, I think 3 HP or lower, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go and refresh my memory, but yeah, Bright Noah. I was just kind of like talking about it, how it's really not that bad of a card. And then going into the third pack, look at this. Got some decent waifu cards that are already popping up. Yeah, Zaku 2. I love my strike because the strike's going to be good for on deployment or on deploy, you basically draw a card and discard, and once again that kind of builds into aerial. So I'll be using that when I eventually make my aerial deck. But here, look at this. Another legendary rare. We got the aerial, or the Ale Strike. It's super beautiful. One of my favorite arts in the entire beta set so far. I just think it looks perfect, and I really wish I can get that alternate art one, or I guess this may be a promo art of the Ale Strike, like all destroyed. Man, it looks so good. Really wish I had that. But yeah, this is a really, really good card. It's also a blocker. It is a 4 cost, so pretty high up there in the cost range. But 4/4 is really good for a blocker. So it's kind of like a boss card in many respects. But it also pops HP 4 units. So really, really good. I think that's on attack maybe, or it might be on pair. I'd have to review it again, but yeah, I mean, what I was reading from it, it was definitely a good card. Rolling into the next pack. All right, we got another base right here, which I'm not too fond on. I think it just, well, actually, it's pretty good, because I think it gives all units an AP +1. And then there, I was just talking about the M1 Astray. Yeah, so just decent cards. Heavy Arms, which is going to, I think it's on Link. Yeah, pretty sure it's on Link. It gives you Breach. And then you got Relina over there, which is just, once again, I think she's the, I forgot what Relina was. I had to refresh my memory, but you got Audrey over there, which is basically your Pot of Greed, so that's really good. And then I pulled the Witch and the Bride, so another really good card. I believe that rest 1 unit that has HP of 5 or lower. Well, I didn't do my my research before narrating this video, so apologies. But yeah, I was just talking about how these two cards are pretty good together, essentially, because of the fact that you can target lower units, and then you can also target higher units with that card. So it just kind of synergizes pretty decently, but I probably wouldn't run too high of either one. I'd probably do a little bit of a balance, depending on where the meta goes, to be honest. Then we got Char, so Char being a pretty good unit. I didn't really hover on him too much. Here we have a draw 1 with our RX-78 MA. And then we got Strike Launcher. It's a blocker, I believe. So really good card. Dom, don't really care about it. Gun Tank, really, really good. So pretty stoked to have that in my deck, because it's such a low cost. You can essentially like maybe even attack into units, and if you break it down to like 1 HP, it's good on deploy effect. We'll just pop it for the 1 HP and kill it. So decent. I wouldn't use it for primary attacking. And then here I got the gun cannon, just a not common, but a rare that's okay. I really am not too concerned about it. I think it has repair. Is it? I'm not sure if it has repair. I saw it and I was like, it doesn't look that interesting. All right, going into another pack. Let's see what we got. Yep, Char. We got the Dumb Trainer. Oh, Demi Trainer, sorry, not the Dumb Trainer. Yeah, Ball. We got another Launcher Strike. Ghoul. Yeah, what did I get on the rare here, though? I don't know why I was talking about Ghoul for whatever reason. I was probably like just talking about how he's a very interesting character in Wish for Mercury. But here we have the legendary rare RX-78-2. One, if not, it's definitely in my top 5 favorite mobile suits. But probably I'd say the new is probably ahead of it in terms of design-wise. But regardless, when it comes to the card itself, it is really good. I think it basically gives all units AP +1 when attacking, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, just really, really good card. And I was just talking about like how the texture of the front feels super good. Like this is premium quality that we're getting. So definitely excited with that. But rolling right into the next pack, seeing what we get. Yeah, just more of the same. There's not really many cards. I think there's only a total of like 56, if I'm not mistaken, in the beta set. So yeah, you're really just not getting a lot of cards. Part of me really wishes I I wish I would have ordered more beta boxes initially, or at least applied for the lotto. And here we got the perfect strike. I think that's a blocker as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, really good card. Trying to think of a good blocker deck in the future when it comes to the strikes, because that's kind of what the all the strikes center around is doing a lot of blocking. But here we get Soletta, Bird Mode, the Mag. I forgot this dude's name, just funny face looking guy. Really happy that I had another Shenlong, because I do really want to make a Shenlong type deck. Yeah, then we got the Zaku 2. So really good mid, maybe even early game card, especially if you can pair it up with Char fairly early. I think that's a really, really strong card for that mid game, just aggression. Yeah, 2 cost, 3/2, not bad whatsoever. And I was just kind of like talking about how, you know, the quality of the rares are really good as well, and also just like the art illustration of the Zaku 2 looks just perfect. It's peak quality in my opinion. And just rolling right into another pack. Let's see what we got. So we got the common Ariel. Still good art, but yeah, it's kind of like, do you really want to use it? It's kind of just like a fodder card, but you really don't, like, you don't want to just get a bunch of boss cards in your deck. And then I pulled another one of these guys. Wasn't really too interested, but yeah, looks okay. I think it just gives a unit +2 attack, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure what the other requirements are, if it just gives a +2 attack, or if it was kind of like a particular type of unit. I'd have to go back and look. So I'm struggling with this pack for some reason. But yeah, we get another Ariel, which is not bad whatsoever. Yeah, a lot of the same. Gun tank, always happy with a gun tank. And look, got me a wing Gundam. So yeah, I got 2 now. So I'm thinking I might make a wing deck, because I got a bunch of Shenlongs. I got some Wu Feis. I think I got a hero. Pretty sure I pulled a hero early on. Yeah, I might just be making a wing deck. So the next tournament, or the first tournament, which has not been announced on who won the lotto. The first upcoming tournament I have is going to be on January 4th, which is a Saturday. I think it's about 2.5 weeks from now. So I have probably enough time to buy. I'm thinking about buying 2 more beta boxes, to be honest. See if I can pull some more cards that can just strengthen my deck before the event. And I think you can actually buy a beta box at the venue, if I'm not mistaken. So the thing is, only in my prefecture alone, there's only, or before I talk about the prefecture, let me talk about this Ariel. Look at this beautiful rare. So it's not a boss card. It's kind of like a more mid usage. But I mean, a 3/3, potentially 1 cost Ariel. This is going to be a good card. I have a deck list made. I haven't really like tried it. I haven't like used it on like a tabletop simulator or played anyone against it with it. But yeah, man, I think it's going to be a good mid-range card to use. But anyways, like I was saying, with my prefecture, basically there's 11 total events going on in the month of January. And if I remember correctly, with reading kind of like the rules and criteria, you can purchase a beta box there, because it's a beta box event, but it's not like exclusive to people who only got the beta box via Premium Bandai. It's available to people, like the beta box is going to be available to purchase there. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I definitely want to buy some more beta boxes just to pull more packs and potentially get a lot of these alt arts. Those are my chaser cards right now, is getting at least one of each of the alt arts, so that way I could build up my collection binder. Because I am going to do like a half and half of playing and collecting, not just exclusively playing, but I do want to collect some of the arts, and I kind of actually want to complete sets, to be honest. Like, you know, even if it's just one of each card, but getting, you know, a full set of, you know, like the beta, a full set of, you know, whatever other, you know, sets come out, or structure decks. You know, that's kind of like what I'm going for. Look, got another Benarja Lynx, got old girl, and then got another Ariel. So yeah, got 2. I'm probably going to run 4 though, because I was like, I really want to focus on aerial. It's a really good mobile suit. I painted an aerial. I built a few aerials already. I got the art hung up in my room. So yeah, I am a big fan of Gundam Aerial. Not as much of the I think it was it was called Rebuild Aerial, whatever the upgrade form was called. I didn't even like it. I didn't care anything about it. But yeah, Aerial is pretty goated, to be honest. And here I'm just talking about Strike, how it just synergizes as well with the Aerial as well, because you draw 1, discard 1, and it's only a 2 cost. So I was like, yeah, that's really good for a 3/3. I was like, this is going to definitely see play in my Aerial deck. I was just talking about like the cost of it is kind of high, but it's still really, really good. So, and moving on, yeah, I guess I was just talking a lot about the Strike. And Strike's a good mobile suit anyways. And then Citroa. Then we got Sandrock up in here. So, I'm not a fan of Sandrock. I know it's like a pretty good card. Like, I was just reading it. I think it summons on play, if I'm not mistaken. Or on deploy, you can summon a Magnac. I think from your hand, maybe. I'd have to go and read the translation, because I am complete ass at reading Japanese. Let's see. And it's funny because I'm playing the game in Japanese, but historically, I've actually played Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Shadowverse, and Digimon all in Japanese, all in tournament settings except for Pokemon. I never played in a tournament with Pokemon. And then here, look at this. Look at that. Alt Art RX78-2, my boys. Oh, I was so hyped for this. Like, I was like, I really wanted this card because it's, RX78 is one of the decks I want to build, and I just think it looks so good. It's super powerful. It has so many good supporting cards that are just going to help this out. It beefs up other cards. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is going to be a good deck. So probably going to do a blue and white deck. And yeah, I'm going to be a pretty happy camper, to be honest. I'm either going to pair this up with just like the seed units. We'll see. But yeah, in total, I got 4 legendary cards pulled from the packs and then the box topper. So 5 legendary cards in total from this set. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. I am really excited to see this game grow. I'm really excited to see the community grow, and I think the competitive scene is going to be pretty phenomenal, with a mix of both people that are familiar with the Gundam franchise, as well as people who are unfamiliar and who are going to be coming into the Gundam franchise for the first time, and hopefully building some Gundams, watching the TV shows and the movies and all that, and just overall interacting, having a great time. That's all I can really ask for. But as you can see here, get a lot of cards, so I think you are going to get your money's worth if you're paying for it at retail. If you're not paying for it at retail, I don't recommend this. Please, for the love of God, don't be paying the $600 plus that people are trying to sell you, sell it to you for. Yeah, just wait until it gets to a normal release and go ahead and pick up the cards then. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you want to see more unboxings, you want to see coverage, you want to see different deck spotlights, let me know in the comment section below what you want to see. And if you can, go ahead subscribe if you can. But I'll be seeing you guys later, and I'll be seeing you in another Gundam card game video. Bye bye.